Hello, my friends. Rachel Archelaus here. Hello. Wow, it's been a while since I've done a vlog. This is like the mother of all productivity, personal challenge experiments that I've ever done, and hopefully that you've ever seen. We are going big today. And in fact, we're going big for the next month. So how did we get here? How am I trying to cram maybe a year's worth of work into one little month? It is really because I am out of my mind. I am an Aries. I am a creative. I am prolific. I have lots of ideas and lots of careers going on at the same time, and lots of things I genuinely want to do, love to do, but I have accumulated over the last 6 months that I have not gotten done. And I don't want to move on to new things until I catch up, until I get current with myself. So there's two things I'm gonna weave into this intro. One thing that I noticed in January is that whenever I said, okay, this is what I'm committing to, this is what I'm gonna focus on for the next few weeks or month or whatever, year, lifetime, whenever I made that commitment, I immediately stopped doing whatever it was. I said I was going to post vlogs about living a multidimensional life, have not posted one. After that, I internally to myself said I was going to focus on Intimate Alien. I had received some feedback from the entertainment industry that the alien thing was like a good thing. I, of course, love Intimate Alien and had thought, maybe I'll just like pour some more energy into this. We also have an Oracle deck coming out for her this year and a book. So what if I just focused on Intimate Alien? And this didn't seem like a thought-driven thing. It felt like this is where my joy is, and this is where I'm guided to be. And none of this, even this challenge, does it feel like it is really from here. It all feels here. All I can do is my best. But I noticed that I was dropping things immediately after committing to what felt like a very intentional, heart-centered, guided place, intuitive place. And that's not okay with me. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with being unconscious. I'm not okay with not getting to choose where I spend my time. And when I was calling it unconscious rerouting, when I'd make a commitment and then totally forget about it the next day, I would go to do really cool things, really amazing things, wonderful, creative, joyous things, but I didn't like how I was just getting totally blinded by what I wanted to do previously. It would be okay with me if I was conscious of that and decided to change my mind. I change my mind all the time. But that is leading us here. So we'll pick up here in a moment. The other thing I want to weave into this little intro is that I've been teaching the Aligned Income Program every month this year. It's a 6-month thing. And it seemed to me like right before a class, a few weeks before, I would be jumping into that theme in my personal life. And I didn't do this on purpose. It just seems to be happening. And so with Integrate, I was having these huge integration moments 2 weeks before. With Notice, I was noticing all this amazing stuff. That's when I noticed this pattern, in fact. I noticed that a couple weeks before class started. The last was Change. I was changing things up. And then the next class in a couple weeks that we're doing is Organization, which sounds boring, but this is it. So this is my version of going through the organization, aligned income. I've got big goals, right? You guys know I'm aligning to receive $100,000 a month, which people do all the time, is not weird in this space of, teaching, YouTube, etc. So I do have full faith that it can happen, I just know I can't necessarily think my way there. It's not necessarily a linear thing. So I'm open to my path of least resistance, and this apparently is on it. So far, I went through my bullet journal. I started daily logging in October. And so I've written down my tasks since then, and other things too. Some of it's also notes, like I have my pilot updates on a 2-page spread. What I decided to do the other day was write down all the open tasks on a new page, and I needed a page and a half to do it. Some of those things that I wrote down to carry over tasks are page numbers. So if I have a 2-page spread for something, I would write pilot update pages 94 to 95. Some of them are 3 pages, you know, so they're not all one task. They are sometimes blocks of tasks. I have some books in the works as well, and one of them is like, write this book. That is way more than one task. That in itself could be a year-long task. So what I did is I wrote everything down and I color-coded them. So the blue tasks are like intuitive art or business. Green is books. Pink is screenplays. And like I tried to make a purple, but it didn't really work. So purplish with a dot in the middle is other. So this is a lot of stuff. If I were to guess, it's a year. It's like, write psychic life book. That's a fiction book. I've never written a whole entire fiction book, like a novel before. I don't know how to do that. That's a long time, and I've got really high standards. Intimate Alien book. It needs a photo shoot, which is not on here. All the tasks included with the Intimate Alien book are just in this one line. I would say this is a year's worth of stuff. That's not even like, I'm not trying to exaggerate for dramatic purposes. What am I gonna do? I kind of alluded to it already. It's probably in the title of this video. I'm gonna try to get it all done in a month. I was joking around to my friend Dina yesterday via Marco Polo, telling her about this and telling her like, writing a book in a month is crazy. And she was like, you know, it's not. I've done it in 2 weeks. But writing a book in 2 weeks with all this other stuff as well is kind of crazy. But I'm a crazy Aries, and we're gonna see if we can do it. So here we are, up to date. You know everything I know. I haven't done anything beyond this yet. But the one thing I've been running into is that this is not all that I need to do. I haven't written down the things I do daily. I haven't written down the things I do weekly or monthly, like create the live stream email and thumbnail and go live every week on Thursdays. Ongoing social media. Once I do social media, I cross it off. So I have accumulating tasks beyond this that I still need to attend to. I still needed to work out today, or I wanted to. And I have other things in the garden I do every day. I water the seeds, you know, that's not on here. So it's not like my life is gonna stop to accommodate this. The one thing I'm really curious about is, I know I create time. I know when I'm engaged and in the flow, time is malleable, like I experience it differently, right? We've all been in those situations. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. Like, am I going to commit to this challenge, be able to see it through, immerse myself in it at least for a little while, and experience time expanding for me to get this done? That's going to be an interesting thing to watch out for, especially since in less than a month my sister's coming, and although she is supposed to be helping me with a few things on this list, we're not just going to work the whole time. We're going to go on vacation. We're going to go to Park City, and I'm also going to take days off and go hiking like I always do, an adventure and snowshoe. So this is going to be interesting. I will do my best to record what I can. I'm going to release this video separate from the whole thing. I'm not going to put the whole challenge in here because I don't want to, I'm not, you know, I'm an Aries. I don't want to wait a whole month plus editing to do that. That would feel very overwhelming to me. So we're gonna release this. We're gonna maybe give you a day or two, see how things are going. It's already 1:49 on day one, and I haven't even really looked at this yet. So this video was not on my list, so I cannot cross anything off. So let's just see what we can do on the first day. Let's make a spread in the bullet journal perhaps to mark my progress, because that always feels good. And we'll just start from there. Wish me luck. You're about to witness something very hilarious. So just wait 1 second. There we go. 30 days in a year. That's not quite the point. It should be a year in 30 days. But, you know, we can laugh about this and just move on. Okay, my friends, I think I can cross the first thing off of my list, because I just scheduled out a month of social media on my Later app. I posted one manually today, and I have one for Thursday's video, Saturday's video. Next week I have one on Tuesday, and I will be putting the live stream post here, but I can't do that yet. And then the next week I have one on Monday, and then the live stream will be here. And I have one for the 2nd of May and the 9th of May. And so, of course, everything will also have a Thursday post. I added a picture in here for the Aligned Up Level event that's coming, which I'll be able to schedule this once I have the actual page live, which is a different task. So I'll just lump that one in with the other task for the Aligned Up Level. That's great. So I have at least one post going up. Usually I will also like snap a picture of my intuitive art and post that manually. I'll continue to do that. And I feel great about this. So it didn't even take that long. It is 4 o'clock on the first day, the first 11. And I am going to have so much fun crossing this off. I just recorded and edited, and I'm now exporting the color change video. So wahoo, I can now mark off another to do. Okay, let's cross one more thing off. I edited the video, I uploaded it, I scheduled it, I made the thumbnail, even scheduled a post on Later for my social media. We are locked and loaded. I don't like that. That reminds me of violence. We are complete. Okay. The wonderfully, so satisfying crossing off of the task. And I'm sure I've already inserted myself to show you how absolutely hysterical this is. I wrote the 30 days in a year challenge. No, we are doing a year in 30 days. A year and 30 days. Another dot for Monday. Okay, we are doing so good so far. Let's just ignore the fact that some of these tasks on the list could possibly take a month in themselves or more. Okay, we're gonna forget about that. I decided that I wanted to see everything a little bit more clearly. So I put things in an Airtable base, and I even made a little chart so that I could see visually like where I'm spending time. Not that the bigger the slice of pie, the more time, because I have 5 books here. I have 2 pilots. That's a lot of work. So these honestly are going to take much longer than this. One of these is going to take much longer than all of these tasks. But I wanted just to be able to see everything more clearly, break them out by type, and I have. So I think that was like a worthwhile 15 minutes. Here's what we're looking at the end of day 1. Well, the end of the workday, day 1. We went from 27 to 25 tasks. This has gone down a little bit because we've only focused here so far in the blue. So I have this set to when I complete it, it disappears. That way it'll keep this really clean. We are going to chip away.